Hi, these are the notes for lesson 6-9, which are solve for y and make inferences. So it says to identify which lines are parallel. And remember, with parallel lines, they have to have the same slope. So if I look at this first one right here in example 1, it says y equals 3/4 x plus 8. The slope is 3/4. So in order for a line to be parallel to it, it'll have to have a different y-intercept, but still have a slope of 3/4. On this next one, we have negative 3x plus 4y equals 32, but we can't really judge the slope of this line. So I'm going to put it in slope-intercept form so that I can see what the slope is. So 4y equals 3x plus 32. Divide everything by 4. So I would have y equals 3/4 x plus 8. So I'm going to compare the slopes. This one's got a slope of 3/4, this one's got a slope of 3/4. So they have the same slope. Oddly enough, they also have the same y-intercept. So not only are they not, well, they're not parallel, but the reason is because they're the same line. So I would not say that those two lines are parallel to each other. This one has a slope of 3, so it's not parallel to either one of those. And then on this last one, there's some work I got to do before I can judge. So right here, I'm going to have to use the distributive property and distribute the 3. So I'm going to have y minus 1 equals 3 times x is 3x. 3 times 2 is 6. So that looks a little bit better, but I still have to take this negative 1 over, so I'm going to add 1 to both sides. So I would have y equals 3x plus 7. So this one also has a slope of 3. So these two lines are parallel to each other. So this one and that one are parallel to each other because they both have a slope of 3. On example 2, this one's in slope-intercept form. I can see it has a slope of 3. This one's in slope-intercept form. It has a slope of negative 1/2. So those are not parallel. For this one, and you put it in slope-intercept form, so subtract x from each side. So I'd have 2y equals negative x plus 4. Divide everything by 2. So I'd have y equals negative 1/2 x plus 2. So this one also has a slope of negative 1/2. This one has a slope of negative 1/2, but not that one. They also have different y-intercepts, so this line and this line are parallel to each other because they have the same slope, different y-intercepts. And then when I look at this last one, it's got a little bit of work to do on it as well. Need to distribute here. So I have y minus 5 equals 3 times x is 3x, and then 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. And then I'm going to add 5 to both sides. So I have y equals 3x, and then negative 3 plus 5 would be positive 2. So that one's got a slope of 3, which so did our first one there, had a slope of 3. So to show that those are parallel to each other, but they're not parallel to these other two, I'm going to put boxes around them to kind of code them differently. I'll put a box around this one as well. And then kind of along those same lines, on example 3, it says, write the equation of a line in slope-intercept form that is parallel to 2x plus 3y equals 6 and goes through the point 3, negative 7. So I have to figure out the slope of this one because it would need to be parallel. So to do that, I'm going to put it in slope-intercept form. So I'm going to subtract 2x from each side. So I would have 3y equals negative 2x plus 6. Divide by 3. So y equals negative 2/3 x plus 2. So I need it to be the same as negative 2/3. But I'm going to disregard this slope-intercept of 2 because what I really need it to do is go through this point 3, negative 7. So I got me some graph paper here, and I'm going to go through 3, negative 7, which is right there. But it needs to have a slope of negative 2/3. So from this point, I'm going to go down 2 over 3. And then go up 2 over 3. And I can see that's where the y-intercept is, at negative 5. So the equation for the line would be y equals negative 2/3 x minus 5. That would be your solution for that one. On this next one, it says write the equation of a line in slope-intercept form that is parallel to 4x plus 3y equals 24 and goes to the point negative 3, 11, which you could use graph paper for that one, but because it goes through the 11, it's going to be kind of difficult to do. So I'll show you how to do that in a table. So I'm going to put x process y. So negative 3 and 11. If it's parallel to this one, I got to figure out what the slope of this 4x plus 3y equals 24 is. So to find the slope, I'm going to subtract 4x from both sides. So 3y equals negative 4x plus 24. And then divide everything by 3. So y equals negative 4/3 x plus 8. So I'm going to do negative 4/3 times negative 3, which is going to be positive 4. And then I'm going to get to 11, I'm going to add 7. So this is my equation in here. So y equals negative 4/3 x plus 7 is what I need on that one.